Next lesson is the problem solving strategy. Again, students, please do not forget to comment your names down below. Okay, let's define first what is a problem solving. Problem solving is a process, an ongoing activity which takes what we know to discover what we do not know. It involves overcoming obstacles by generating hypotheses, testing those predictions, and arriving at satisfactory solution. So we are going to use problem solving in solving things using a given steps or a systematic steps for us to arrive in a certain solution. According to Polya, George Polya, a Hungarian mathematician, he described the methods of problem solving in his book, How to Solve It, 1945. So this systematic process for solving problems is now referred to as the Polya's four-step problem solving process. So this is where we got the 4 steps problem solving process. This process is discussed in this chapter to help you develop an action plan for addressing problems. So let's discuss the Polya's 4 steps in problem solving. The first one, you have to understand the problem. You have to know what kind of a problem is it, what is the unknown, what information is given using the problem, what do the terms mean, is there enough information or is more information needed, what is or are the conditions in the problem, is it possible to satisfy the condition, is the condition sufficient to determine the unknown. So those things, you really have to understand the problem for you to get the following information. The second step for the Polya's 4-step in problem solving is you have to devise a plan or you have to strategize. You have to identify a sub-goal, make a table if needed, make an organized list such as the tree diagram or a Venn diagram. Make an illustration or drawing if needed. Eliminate possibilities and do not put something that is not part of the problem. Write an equation or use a variable. Solve a simpler version of the problem. The easier you do, the better you can solve the problem. Trial and error or guess and check. You have to work backward and of course look for a pattern. Most of the problems in a given problem solving, they are using a pattern. The third one is you have to carry out the plan. Implement the strategy in step 2 and perform any necessary actions or computations. You have to check each step of the plan as you proceed. This may be intuitive checking or a formal proof of each step. Keep an accurate record of your step as you implement your devised plan. And last, for carry out the problem or the plan is persist with the plan that you have chosen. And if it continues not to work, you have to discard it and choose another one. After the third one, you have to go for the 4th step, that is to look back. You have to examine the solutions obtained, check the result in the original problem, and in some cases, this will be required as a proof, or this will require a proof. Interpret the solution in terms of the original problem. Find out if your answer makes sense or is reasonable. Ensure that the solution is consistent with the facts of the problem. If possible, you have to determine other related or more general problems for which techniques will work. Find out if there are generalization of the solutions that could apply to other problems. So these 4 steps from Polya's 4 steps in problem solving will help you, will guide you to arrive to the correct solution and of course to the correct answer. We have here an example, example 1. One number is 7 more than another. twice the larger is equal to 4 times the smaller decrease by 2. Find the numbers. So you are going to solve this given problem solving using the 4 steps of Polya's problem solving. Let's start. We go to step 1, understand the problem. We are looking for two numbers wherein one is more than another from the first sentence. And if the larger is doubled, it will be equal to 4 times the smaller decreased by 2. That is for the second sentence. So, step 2, you have to devise a plan. We can use the formulate an equation strategy. This is very useful when we are talking for finding a missing number. So let x be the smaller number because we do not know the number. And then of course x plus 7 the larger number from one number is 7 more than another. So our equation then is 2 times x plus 7 equals 4x minus 2. How did we get these numbers? So we go first to x plus 7, which is the larger number, but in the second sentence, it says there twice the larger. So this is the twice the larger equals 4 times the smaller decreased by 2. So 4 times the smaller number, which is x. So 4x decreased by 2 is minus 2. So that would be the solution that we are going to use. Step 3, we are going now to carry out the plan. So using this as our plan, we have this. 2 times x plus 7 is equal to 4x minus 2. So we are going now to solve this. We use distributive property. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 7 is 14 equals 4x minus 2. After that one, we are going now to solve for the value of x. So 2x minus 4 plus 14 minus 4 equals 4x minus 4x minus 2 minus 14. So where did we get this minus 4 here? We are going to subtract minus 4 to both sides for us to remove 4x. So minus 4x minus 4x. And then on both sides also, we are going to subtract 14. Minus 14 minus 14. So the goal of this is for us to eliminate 4x to the right hand side and of course to eliminate 14 also to the left hand side. So having that one, we can have negative 2x is equal to negative 16. Then divide both sides by negative 2. Where did we get negative 2x? That is 2x minus 4x. 2x minus 4x is negative 2x. Same as true with negative 16. Negative 2 minus 14 is negative 16. Remember that we are looking for the value of x. So we have to divide both sides by negative 2. So doing that, we can have now x is equal to 8. Negative 2x divided by negative 2, that is x. Negative 16 divided by negative 2, that is positive 8. And x plus 7 is equal to 8 plus 7. Therefore, the value of x is 15. So step 4, we have to look back. 15 is 7 more than 8. That's correct. Twice 15, which is 30. Okay, 15 is 7 more than 8. And then, what is the twice of 15? 2 times 15, that is 30. And then, 4 times 8 less 2. So that is 2 times 8 plus 7 equals 4 times 8 minus 2. So 30 is equal to 30. Remember that these numbers should be equal with each other if you are going to do step back. If the number on the left hand side is not equal to the number to the right hand side, there's something wrong with your solution. So for our conclusion, the answer, the smaller number is 8 because we found the value of x, and the larger number is 15. Why 15? We go back to our equation. X plus 7 is equal to the larger number. So the value of x is 8. 8 plus 7 is 15. Second example, Anne is 2 years older than Betty. Last year, Anne was 2 times as old as Betty. How old is Anne? So this is an age problem. So we have step 1. We have to understand the problem. Using the given sentences, we are looking for the age of Anne at present. She is now 2 years older than Betty, and last year, she was twice as old as Betty. So those are the given problems that was given using the sentences that you have read. Step 2, we have to devise a plan. The best thing here is for us to create a table. But before that one, we have to go for x. X is equal to the age of Betty now. And then x plus 2 is the age of Anne now, because Anne is 2 years older than Betty. So we just add 2. So x minus 1 is Betty's age last year. Then x plus 2 minus 1 is equal to x plus 1, that is Betty's age last year. I'm sorry, this should be Anne's age last year. Okay, so having this as our table, this is the age of Betty now, x, and then the age of Anne now, and then this will be their age last year. So we go back to our equation. X minus 1 is equal to 2 times x plus 1. So x minus 1 is taken from here, and then x plus 1 is taken from here. Now the question is, where did we get 2 here? These 2 constant. Okay? So going back to our problem, it says there she was twice as old as Betty. So twice as old as Betty. Okay, that is the age of Anne. Okay, so step 3, carry out the plan. Of course, we have the equation given already. So we have to distribute 2 here. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 1 is 2. For us to get x minus 1 is equal to 2x plus 2. Okay. Next, we remove 2x here. Of course, we subtract minus 2x. And then here, we have to remove minus 1. So, plus 1. So, minus 1 minus 2 equals 2x minus x. Okay. So, x now is equal to negative 3. 2x minus x is x. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. Okay, so negative 3. So x is equal to 3 and x plus 2 is equal to 5. Here is the tricky part in this case. The answer is negative 3, but we don't have an age which is negative 3. So we get the positive part of this one. That's why x is equal to 3. Okay, that is the age of Betty now. And then, how about the age of Anne? X plus 2, which is 3 plus 2, that is equal to 5. So, step 4, we are going to look back. If Anne is 5 years older now, Betty is 3 years old. Last year, Anne was 4 and Betty was 2. That is, Anne was twice as old as Betty. So the answer now is Anne is 5 years old at present. Okay, so we have here Anne is 5 years old at present because the age of Betty at now is 3. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Next problem. During one semester, Kenna May was given 25 pesos for each math test that she passed and was fined 50 pesos for each test that she failed. By the end of the semester, Kenna May passed 7 times as many tests as she failed, and she had a total of 375 pesos. How many tests did she fail? So in this case, if Kenna May will pass a given exam, she will receive 25 pesos. But if one exam turned out to be failed, she needs to pay 50 pesos. So we have step 1, understand the problem. The problem tells us that if Kenna May will pass the exam, she will receive 25 pesos. But if she fails, she also has to pay 50 pesos. It is also indicated in the problem that she passed 7 times as many tests as she failed. Her total money at the end of the semester is 375 pesos. So from that given problem, we have to devise now a plan. For us to be able to solve the problem, we will make use of the identifying a sub-goal strategy. This means that we have to know what our sub-goal is. In this case, our sub-goal is to know first how much Kenna May makes if she passed 7 tests and failed 1 test. So our first plan is 7 is to 1. Let's carry out the problem. We have here the table. If she will pass 7 tests, that would be 7 times 25, 175 pesos. And then fail 1 times 50 is 50 pesos. So the total amount is 125 because 175 minus 50. Next, if she will pass 14 items or 14 exams, 14 times 25 is 350. And if she will fail 2, that would be 7 times 50, which is 100. The total of these will be 250. Next one is 21. 21 times 25 is equal to 525. And then 3 fails. 3 times 50 is equal to 150. Now you get 375. Going back to the problem, it says there, the total money of Kenna is 375. So this is a matter of trial and error in getting the answer, of course, using a given table. So let's go then to look back. To verify if our answer is correct, we have to do this one. 21 tests passed times 25 minus 3 tests failed times 50, which is 375. 525 minus 150 is equal to 375. 525 minus 150 is 375. So since these two numbers on the left hand side and to the right hand side are equal, we can say that our answer is correct. So Kenna May passed 21 examinations and failed 3 tests. So that is basing on this given table. Fourth example, Peter forgot the combination of numbers of his locker. Though he remembers some clues, he has the following listed. Letter A, it is a 3-digit number. Letter B, the digit in the tens place is less than 5. The digit in the ones place is an odd number less than 7. D, the digit in the hundreds digit is greater than 7 but less than 10. And letter E, the number can be evenly divided by 3. What could be the locker number of Peter? So let's start with step 1. Of course, they have given us all the clues already from A to E. So the problem says that Peter forgot his locker number. However, he has some clues that he can use to remember the numbers. So what we need to do here is to determine the locker number based on the given clues. So from step 1, understanding the problem, we go then now to step 2. We have to devise a plan. To answer the problems easily, we will make an organized list of all the possible answers, writing all the combinations for a lock in a table based on the condition. So we are going to do listing. We are going to write all possible numbers using the given clues. Okay, so we have to carry out the plan. So for us to list all possible combinations, we make a table using the clues given. So here are the following numbers that we can have. Since all possible locker numbers are already listed, we now use clue to trim down our choices. So it is a 3-digit number. So we have here 3-digit number. Next, the digit in the tens place is less than 5. So tens place is the number on the second place number. So it should be less than 5, which is correct. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and then 4 on the last given row. Next, since we satisfied letter B, we go then to letter C. The digit in the ones place is an odd number less than 7. Ones place should be an odd number less than 7. That would be from the third number, this 1. Okay? So 1 is an odd number, 3 is an odd number, 5 is an odd number, 1 is an odd number, 3 is an odd number, and 5, and then others. The digit in the 100 digit is greater than 7. 7 but less than 10. So what are the numbers greater than 7 but less than 10? 8 and 9. So 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 8, 8, and 8. Now, these are all possible answer for clue A, B, C, and D. We proceed to letter E. The number can be evenly divided by 3. So if the given number, we are going to divide that into 3, the answer should be a whole number. So let's start with the first one. 811 divided by 3. So the answer is 270.3333. So are we going to consider this as our answer? No, because it's not evenly divided by 3. How about 813? 813 divided by 3 is 271. 271 is a whole number, therefore, it is evenly divided by 3. So 813 is a possible combination. 815 divided by 3, 271.6667. So therefore, we cannot use 815. So we do that. We do the same process to all the given numbers here. And upon doing that, all with the red number are all divisible by 3. So you can now do trial and error for you to open the locker of that given lock. So from a very big number, we trim them down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 only. So we look back as the last part. By examining the numbers left, we can say that all of them satisfy all of our 5 conditions. This means that our answer is correct. So one of these combinations in red color, they are the combination of the given locker. So that would be on how we are going to solve a problem solving using the 4 steps of Polya's problem solving. So there are any other problem solving strategies that you can use. As long as you will use these 4 steps, you will arrive to the correct answer. Next one, Mary jogged from Bontoc Ili to Dantay. It took her 1 hour 45 minutes to jog from Bontoc to Dantay. Then it took her 1 hour and 15 minutes to walk from Dantay to Alab. She arrived in Alab at 5:45 p.m. At what time did she leave Bontoc? So step 1, we have to understand the problem. 1 hour and 45 minutes to jog from Bontoc Ili to Dantay. 1 hour and 15 minutes to walk from Dantay to Alab. And then her arrival time in Alab is 5:45 p.m. So we devise a plan. We will use the backward strategy from the time Mary reached Alab. Then we will subtract the time it took her to walk from Dantay to Alab. Then we will also subtract the time it took her to walk from Bontoc Ili to Dantay. So having this plan in mind, all we have to do is carry out this plan one by one. So we have now 5:45 when Mary reached Alab. Next, we subtract 1 hour 15 minutes. That is the time that took her to walk from Dantay to Alab. So 5:45 minus 115 is 4 hours 30 minutes or 4:30. Mary started from Dantay to Alab at 4:30 p.m. Next, we subtract 1 hour 45 minutes from 4:30 since it is the time she took for her jog from Bontoc Ili to Dantay. So the remaining time, 2:45. Thus, Mary left Bontoc Ili and started to take her journey from Bontoc Ili to Alab at 2:45 p.m. So we look back. To verify our answer, this time we work forward. So 2:45 from our answer on step 3, we add 1 hour 45 minutes. That 1 hour 45 minutes is her jog from Bontoc to Dantay, and that will give us 4:30. Next one, from 4:30, we're going to add 1 hour 15 minutes. That is her walk from Dantay to Alab. So the answer is 5:45. This only shows that our answer is correct. Okay, so she arrived in Alab 5:45 p.m. And then the time when she left Bontoc Ili is 2:45 p.m.